Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to the Sea of Fortune. We are playing World of Warships Legends. Another video. Who would have thought? If you follow the channel, we do videos every day with World of Warships Legends, right? Yeah, huh? Good times. We are rocking the Sinop. This is the, of course, Tier 6 Soviet battleship. I still, don't know how I feel about the Soviet tech tree battleships. Like, sometimes I feel like I have, and it may just be my play style or my skill level, right? That's always in question, right? But yeah, I don't know. I struggle to have good games with these ships sometimes, right? And I feel like I'm not doing anything wrong. But I could very well be doing something wrong, right? Getting shot at by my teammates already, right? Look like we can almost hit that California, but I'm gonna guess yeah, we'll be a little patient. Shoot this New Mexico where we can actually see him. And then this is one of those ships, I don't know, maybe this is my downfall, right? But it's always tempting to go bow in, but so we're taking a little bit more of a defensive stance here. We actually get 10 grand against him. That's pretty sweet. That's pretty good for a range like that range, like all the way out, like right at as far as we can shoot, right? And then of course now we're getting picked up by the airplanes. Wah, wah. All right, so we're gonna be. I kind of want to head in towards A, but of course, we can see there's a destroyer there. It looks like our cruiser is really taking a beating already. He's getting picked on by airplanes and the battleship out there, I'm sure. That Aoba, okay. It's always a good time when you're kind of, cornered into hunting destroyers when you're a battleship, right? So our carrier called out the zone, so I'm gonna assume he's coming to try and spot the destroyer for us, which that will make life a bajillion times easier. And you guys know me if you follow the channel. I'm a huge advocate of carriers spotting destroyers, but then the ships on your team helping shoot said destroyers, right? So yeah, so he picks him up. We will shoot him. Oh, no, we can't. I was gonna say we'll shoot him when he gets reloaded, right? Or when we get reloaded, but he's gonna use his smoke, which is fine. Like, that's also good as well. That triggered a destroyer to use a consumable that he otherwise would not have had to use, right? So that's still good. We have to be kind of cognizant of the fact that torpedoes are gonna come out of there at some point. But I'm gonna guess he's gonna shoot the other battleship. And then I was, because he was shooting his guns at this at our allied battleship next to us here, so I'm going to assume that's where most of the torpedoes are going to go. But sometimes people are going to send one rack at one ship, one rack at the other, right? Sometimes that's a smart thing to do, right? Mix it up a little bit. There he is. There he is. I don't know how he got picked up there. Did he fire his guns?
A rival queen of the waves
kind of interesting. Because he's too far away from our airplanes to be picking him up there. So we'll swing to the right a little bit here, see if we can't get this rear turret on him. And then, of course, we do get that was a decent hit. Like, all 3 bullets from that rear turret hit him? No way. No way. Alright, we'll launch our fighter since their planes are coming. Yeah, come on, shoot him, guys, shoot him! And yeah, so their carrier is picking on this other battleship, plus the enemy T-61 here is also sent torpedoes at him. But I mean, if we get rid of this destroyer, of course we've taken 0 damage ourselves. It'd be nice if he if he's got will to rebuild, he could turn in towards us and get some will to rebuild off of us. But I think he's committed to pointing himself at that destroyer. Can he stick around, survive long enough to help us get the zone cap? That's your new goal in life. Alright, I'm going to assume that destroyer is going to stay out of, not get spotted again here. So we'll get our gun turrets turned around here. So we know there's something over here. Yep, it's Gneisenau. We'll switch back to AP for him. So it still did 8,100 damage. That's pretty sweet for the HE shells. Take it. Got the zone capped. I don't have a lot of hopes for our ally to survive here. He's really getting... And, like, rightfully so. Like, if I was the carrier, that like I would pick on him, too. He's kind of, like, a little bit singled out. So there's not a lot of AA fire, right? And he's weak, right? So you can finish off that ship, but... so we will press onward. We do have to keep in mind that destroyer's out there somewhere. If he's not going to finish off our ally, he's coming for us, right? So I make the decision to cut in here and go towards the inside. That kind of, well, one, it's a little bit unpredictable, right? But mostly, and the reason for that is like that now we're avoiding that destroyer, because you can see we're spotted right now. It's not the battleship. It's not planes. We don't see the plane symbol for the spotted. So I know the destroyer is picking us up. So I wanted to just kind of be unpredictable, turn away, right? So we'll go up this way, and then potentially go and help with zone B. You can see our division destroyer is going up for that zone as well. So depending on how he does against the Gneisenau that's up there, and or airplanes, and or the destroyer, the D-61 or whatever it was, right? But we'll potentially be able to help him, right? And this Bayern is at range and moving away, so we'll take our shot at California. Goes unspotted. Alright, we'll save bullets for the Gneisenau then. Then we've got our plane out. You can see the enemy airplanes are kind of flying over here, picking on our other battleship too. We still have taken 0 damage. This is, I guess, like in the beginning of the video, I'm like, oh yeah, I struggle to have good games. So the key is to just not get shot, you guys. Then you can have a good have the enemy realize there are weaker opponents on your team. Alright, so we'll aim a little bit forward. I feel like you get a little bit more success kind of trying to hit underneath the gun turrets on German battleships, right? And then we know he has torpedoes. That's a Gneisenau. Although we did just damage his torpedo launchers with the secondary batteries there. But yeah, here they come. So we, the key to dodging torpedoes is start dodging them before you see them, right? So if we would have waited till we saw those, we would have probably taken all 3 of those, right? And then you do have the limited number of damage controls with the, oh man, their destroyer went all the way back to A. Okay.
Problem solved, sir.
You do have the limited number of damage controls. So I have the commander I'm using gives you like an extra 1 or 2 damage controls. So like that's pretty big for the Soviet battleships that have the limited number. And then they come back faster as well. So I find myself like almost not using them enough because like I'll have several extra left over, right? So I've been trying to use them a little bit more, and then if it gets kind of late in the game, like save 1 or 2, right? For those really bad moments, the floods or something. But the nice thing is it comes back way faster. So you get a big advantage there. All right, we're gonna be able to shoot this California, so we'll make sure we help with the zone cap, right? Got that done. And then who can we do the most work on, right? So really just the California at this point. Can we get this rear turret off before he starts shooting us? I really should have. Oh man, he's not even gonna fire at us. All right, we'll just chill here. I really shouldn't. I feel like I'm way too broadside to him. Yeah, we're gonna turn in. And then I did switch, since he's bowing to us, like he's pointing at us, where I switched to HE shells. And then we're going to be in a secondary range situation here too, right? So, secondary batteries are always sometimes good at triggering incapacitations and fires and stuff like that too. So we get the fire. If our destroyer here, I mean, I can't imagine one of those torpedoes doesn't hit. Could potentially flood him. I'm like, assuming he's gonna die, and then like, yeah, there he goes. Okay. So I was like, oh, look at the New Mexico, see if we can't get him. And here's a Benham over here. Oh man, it'd be nice to if our carrier could have kept him spotted. We could have gotten some bullets off and maybe defended that zone. You guys know me. I'm all about those defend banners. So we'll turn in towards New Mexico, because otherwise he's going to rack us bad, right? And then, I mean, we could potentially damage con this turret. Oh, well, by the time the damage con's ready, it'll only have like 5 seconds left. Alright, so we've got like quite a bit of a health pool left, so I don't want to ram him. So, we'll, you know, if that's in his mind, we want to make sure we get, you know, point away from him and then turn in towards him as he starts turning towards us, right? Yeah, so he wants to ram us, so we're turning left towards him so that we kind of swing the back end around. He still got us, but we get... we had enough health. So yeah, so we triggered the damage con and our heal, obviously, to keep, to stay alive there. But that gives us all that damage, so now we're up over 107,000 damage done. Plus we get the Die Hard medal. We'll go see if we can't... Ooh, we can hit this T-61. Come on, turrets, come on. Keep him spotted for us, carrier. We'll help. We'll help. And then we're gonna have to figure out where this Benham went too, because I'm sure he's gonna, you know, he knows we're heading into this zone. So I'm sure he's gonna send torpedoes right where we're, you know, coming from right where we're looking at, right? So I'm gonna I turned left just a little bit, and then we're gonna turn in, right? Because he's got 2 launchers of 4 on each side of that ship, so he could send 16, you know, potentially, right? And it'll probably only take 1 or 2 to finish us off. Oh man, we got spotted. Now he knows where we're at. Alright, we'll press. We'll press. Ooh, he moved out. Okay. I don't know why he came out of the smoke screen. Kinda doesn't make sense. Especially since we were spotted. He could have sat in it and shot at us. Where, how is he not shooting torpedoes? Where are they? Alright, we're getting will to rebuild. There they come. We're getting will to rebuild off our ally here, so he's keeping us alive, right? So we went from, well, like 2,000, now we're up to 8 for health. And then plus we've got the heal if we need it. So we should be able to take a little bit of damage here if we have to. You know me, I always hate... Alright, so we'll save 1 damage con, but like, so we use the damage con, but just look at the reset time is under 40 seconds, right? So 40 seconds of flood in, we can survive that with will to rebuild and this heal going, right? Alright, if the Benham's gonna stay unspotted, we'll try and get our shots off at the T-61. We just have to be a little bit unpredictable with our movements, right? To make sure we don't get spotted, or, you know, we don't make it easy for him to hit us with torpedoes, right? T-61's too far out. Oh man, he's firing his guns. He's like, I want to get him on fire. Come on, turrets. Turret traverse speed. Not the greatest on the Sinop, guys. Especially in this. Especially in this. I think that guy sent me a message telling me to go after the T-61 because he's probably like a carrier player or something, or you know, somebody that's dead and watching, right? But yeah, he was out of range, so we're shooting at the Benham because the Benham's in range and shooting his guns, right? So looks like we're gonna take something here. So I triggered the heal, and then yeah, we are, since we're in a division, I told our ally here to make sure to stay somewhat close to us, right? So we can stay alive. But yeah, those Benham torpedoes, like, they get a lot, but they don't, you get a lot of torpedoes, but they don't do crazy amounts of damage, right? So that was not that bad taking 1 of those. And then yeah, he's gonna be too far away from us. The range isn't that great either, so he's now gonna be too far away from us to do anything about it. And then the T-61 spent way too much time trying to hunt down our carrier. And then we haven't seen, I feel like we haven't seen enemy airplanes in a while, so he may have been too aggressive with his airplanes, you know. So like if you don't, so we'll solidify the win here with this zone capture for sure. But yeah, if you're not, you know, at these later tiers, you know, I want to say like 5 and up even for carriers. Some of the aircraft carriers don't have a lot of airplanes, so if they're getting shot down and you get to this late game situation, you end up not having a lot of airplanes to even launch from your ship, so you do have to be careful. So of course we scored Dreadnought there from after losing all of our health from that that battleship that rammed us, and somehow we still don't take the top spot. Our division beats us out by a few hundred points there. Did come away with some cash, right? And then yes, I'm using Queen of the Deep Commander Geist here, but this is really who are we using here for this? I forget who this is. But this is how we have it built out. Usually I go in and like, you know, go to the Geist screen so that you can see who the commander is, but I'm probably like chit-chatting too much with my party chat, right? And then, yeah. But that is our sign up. That is our video for today, you guys. Make sure to follow the channel. We're putting videos out every single day, so that way you don't miss tomorrow's, right? Yeah, huh? Good times, right? All right. Thanks for watching, guys. See you tomorrow.